another one that was really, really bad. Oh, they're wild shape. That's what it was. Despite all that, they're still stupid strong.
Yeah, I saw they had the panel from Hell, but it's like 2 hours long.
Yeah, I started watching some of it. I'm gonna finish watching the rest of it later. Good old Sven. I don't know why. Like I see over here on the right. I see Mark and Heather online. Are you guys hidden? I can take it.
Yeah,
Okay, that's fine.
and Tyler would know I'm on. They'd be like, "Why aren't you playing New World?"
Because it sucks.
It doesn't suck. It's just, eh.
Any game that's pretty much sucks to me. Like
It's my
I don't want to
game.
play it. So
It's fine.
have you quit yet, Mark?
No, but I've definitely slowed down. The game has its fun moments, but its biggest issue is you don't feel connected to the world that they've created because there is not a very well drafted story and world. So you're kind of just running around in effectively a sandbox with no reason to be doing anything. Like I'm level 31, I'm still in this very first zone because I don't feel like I'm supposed to move on yet because I haven't finished a story for the zone, but there is no true zone story to finish to move on through. Also requires way too many crafting reagents to level up your skills.
All of that, basically.
There is the story, but it feels disconnected from your actual moment to moment gameplay that it just feels tacked on. But the game core has a lot of potential, but we'll see what will they do with it. Basically, are they just going to take their money and run, or are they going to build onto it?
It's Amazon. You know they got the money to spend, right?
Well, that's assuming they're not going to continue sending people into outer space.
Yeah, they're gonna send like half of Star Trek into space.
Yeah, William Shatner's gone. They could get Leonard Nimoy's ashes, I think, and probably send that up, or his body. I'm not sure if he was cremated or buried.
Oh goodness. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, boys.
Oh, good. Anybody else need a moment? We all good.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good.
Real
All
quick, I have to ask Joe. Sorry. Can you hear me?
Yep.
I can.
Oh, I don't have this on push to talk. Your brother, can he beat you up, or who's the alpha here? Just so I know who to address accordingly, you know.
That is a difficult question. Growing up, Joseph was the far more physically abusive individual.
What?
He earned every slit.
Wow.
I preferred verbal altercations.
This is good stuff. These are the questions we need to ask, but I'm ready.
He still has a hairline.
Oh.
I do. It's been 2 years since we actually saw each other in person, though, so, for all I know, Joseph could have bulked up.
No.
No. Not unless it's my ass.
Lovely.
Thick.
It jiggles like jello.
Ooh.
So you're a twerker, Joseph.
I didn't mean to take this conversation here, Joe. I had a simple question, but now it's going to your anatomy, and I'm sorry.
There are so many boys in my yard.
Always ends up with his anatomy.
Let's clap this down a little bit and move on. Okay, so last setting the mood and the scene. If everybody's good.
Any more questions?
No, let's play.
All right.
He's shorter by an inch.
Seems there's still some bad blood here. Go ahead. Anything else you want to get off your chest?
So the
Go
four
ahead.
of you woke up on the rocky shore, just off the shore, after your really weird evening, from being swallowed up by the mist, from arriving on a ghost ship, from some sort of weird ethereal kraken
Appreciate
thing attacking the ship.
Ooh, it's good.
You guys made it to shore, barely. You made camp for the night. Everything seemed to go mostly okay. And when you woke up that morning, you see three of you, but not the fourth.
Mm.
Where'd our mysterious friend run off to?
All three of you can make a perception check to see if you guys anybody caught what happened.
All right.
Oh, ignore that. That was a miss button.
All right, Pest and Tython. You noticed that he was there at first. Everybody knows you guys all four woke up together at first. And while you guys, some of the people were getting ready to kind of pick up from camp, you two noticed a mist roll in again very quickly, just around him, just like it did before. And he's just missing again after the mist rolls away. And it wasn't as thick as the one that took all of you. It was just a small, concentrated bit. And then when it left, so did he.
See, this bothers me because I knew this guy was fishy. Even the questions I was asking him, it didn't all make sense, right?
I want to scoot over to where he was and search for leftovers.
Did he leave back any armor, any gear, anything?
Most of his gear and stuff is on him, except there is a wineskin left over on the ground.
Did he leave that food?
He did not eat food. He had just had. You saw him eat the wine or drink the wine from the wineskin, but that was it.
Anyone want to test this wine? This wineskin?
I
You
will.
will.
So do you drink out of it?
And sniff it first.
It smells. It smells very coppery.
A big old drink.
It's blood.
Oh.
I know I'm supposed to say ew. No, that's not wine. That's blood. It's not bad. But I'd rather have the apples.
I don't even know what to say to you. When is the last time you taste blood in the first place?
Do you want to know?
You know what? Actually, I do.
Oh.
Judging by the look of Pest and the way her appearance is and her jagged teeth, it is not surprising that she probably, when she catches like game for food, that she just eats it.
Raw and wriggly.
So no, blood is not new for her. But that's because she's nasty.
Yeah.
That's her excuse, but what about his?
Yeah.
Close it up and hang his wineskin on my shoulder.
Okay, you have his wineskin.
So, since we don't have any answers to where he is, I remember we were going to discuss having the weird goblin go and search for us as far as she can. just to see where we are because everything was still foggy at the time. I still stand by this.
You're basically near a forest line, and then the other direction is the ocean you came from. And again, despite the fact that it's morning, there is no sun. Not from the fact that the sun doesn't exist, but because the clouds are so thick overhead, it's just blocking off all sunlight from coming down. You can still see well enough, but it's a heavy, heavy overcast.
I mean, she has the invisibility and she can sneak through the forest.
I go look.
Okay, stealth check. And she has disappeared from the campaign.
For now.
She kind of hides behind. She's kind of scampering up the hill to get there, and you kind of lose sight of her. You just straight up lose sight of her.
She's crawling on all fours.
So that leaves the two of you alone for the moment, while she's running up ahead to scout. What are you two doing?
I'm amazed that everything is coming to this right now, especially getting off that ship. Well, Titan, I guess we're stuck here waiting now.
Yeah, I have no idea where we are.
It was supposed to be a simple little caravan mission of escorting. You were doing it for the Church of Bahamut, which you work for, except for Tython, who's doing it for the Church of McKellen. This is not what you signed up for.
So let's recap here. What do we have so far?
We showed up on a ghost ship,
Yeah.
got attacked by a giant multi-tentacled creature that almost took us out with the ship.
Before seeing those skeleton guys too. That's important.
Yep. Skeleton guy, the captain, who, before he could tell us anything, died or died again. Our mysterious blood-drinking friend disappeared overnight. Wonder if there's any civilization here, any settlements, maybe a town we could find that would have people we could get answers from.
Yeah, it's possible. I'm just really weary about walking in these woods. It's very, very dense. We can wait till the goblin comes back. Maybe it'll have answers.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Or we can just go because it seems to like to play tricks. We can go on our own. But then we risk leaving it behind and we can use the third. I don't know. Your call, Titan.
Well, got this far with that goblin. I guess we could stand to wait. Can we wait, or is Joe dead?
Now I'm talking to Heather to see telling her what she's seeing right now.
Okay.
Are we not privy to that information?
She's scouting it. The benefit of her being right next to me is that with her scouting on her own, I can just tell her what she sees, and she can decide to tell you or screw you guys up, I guess. More tell you in her own way, because I'm not doing that whole. I already told her none of this self-sabotage group crap.
So if we look around, and on one side is the ocean or the sea or whatever, the other side is the forest, can we see anything past the forest? Any landmarks, or is it just forest?
Okay.
Okay. So,
So Pest comes back.
scrambling down the hill on all fours. And she runs up to you two. And she's like, I saw the most beautiful woman up there. I can't. She was so beautiful. We have to go find her. She's also got your big, giant, shiny thing you were bringing with you.
What?
There's a beautiful lady up there. Gorgeous.
What shiny thing were we bringing with us?
I don't know what it is. It's just shiny.
Oh, no. We're not playing this game, Goblin.
But it's shiny?
We honestly don't have a choice, do we?
You had it. You had it with you. It was yours. It was yours.
Mine or Titan's?
It was in the caravan. And then the beautiful lady has it.
So what shiny thing? Because neither of us looked inside of the caravan, so except you with your invisibility. Do you mind explaining what this shiny thing is besides it being shiny?
It's big,
Ah, boy.
kind of flat too.
Well, lead the way, Goblin.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you just trying to be stealthy through here? Oh, but both Tython and Toph are not known for their stealth with your heavier armors. But you can still try.
We're hacking down bushes with my sword as I go by.
Don't give a fuck.
Don't scare the pretty lady.
So there's some servers in my way. Nothing too crazy.
Okay. So as you're going, and she's kind of directing you, luckily the noise they're making is louder than the noise you're making. And eventually you do see them through the tree line. And it is a thick, dense forest. But in one section that's kind of a little more clear, you kind of catch sight of what it is this mutt-looking goblin was trying to explain to you.
And when I see her, Tess just drops her jaw and her eyes go wide, looking at her in awe.
Ooh, good map. Okay, 1 second, please.
Map is huge.
Gesture to yourself how you think you would be traveling with Pest in front, at least to lead, or at least you can. Or if one of you is like next to her, as far as chopping down the trees, that's fine too. But
Steve was in front.
whoa, Steve's like, "Fuck you." Now, starting over where Pest is, at least somewhere around there.
Okay, I'm behind Steve, I guess. While he's hacking. Can't really hack with a Morning Star.
You zoom in; these are the things you see. You see the lady that she's talking about is this long, 12-foot tall plus twisted, deformed creature. On her back, you see a couple things. One, you see the scale, the Bahamut scale that you were escorting originally.
Oh, giant dragon scale.
The shiny thing. Two, you see a man in a cage made for like something smaller than a halfling, scrunched up in there, unable to move, kind of somewhat bound.
Hmm. Okay.
You also see behind her is an ogre. You've seen the ogres before, but this one is missing body parts or like large gashes, and seems not living anymore.
Huh.
Oh, where's that?
And these creatures can't see us, right?
No, they're just kind of trouncing through here, making their way south slowly.
So I immediately stop slashing once I get just the smallest sight of it, and I halt the party without saying a word and stick my left arm out, left hand out. Shh, 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 shh.
So pretty.
That's not pretty.
She looks hideous.
Oh my gosh. How is that possibly? You know what? Okay.
Come on, Harold. Pick up the pace.
No, the crone kind of wheezes to the undead ogre behind her, and he just gives a.
Uh,
Are you gonna sing for me anymore?
And she starts to poke the cage.
Looks like they have somebody captive.
yeah, they do. Small dwarf.
Wherever
And-
it is, they're not having a good time.
And Raya, you wake up from like a bony claw stabbing into your side.
Okay.
You both Tython and Toph notice that there are several wounds on the hag, the large, grotesque woman. Like she's recently been in a fight.
I don't know about you guys, but I think we need to. We got two options. We can keep going, because they don't see us. We can ignore this. On my good conscience, I wouldn't. I don't know if we can take on that.
Yeah, it looks like whoever she fought lost.
And the org.
But she's got that thing that you guys had in your wagon.
As she pokes you again, Rye, the other three, when she twists, you see an axe embedded in her back, behind her shoulder blade, but like it doesn't look like it went very far in. So she probably has very thick skin.
Kind of broke up when you said skin.
Oh, that she probably has very thick skin if the
Thick
axe
skin,
kind
okay.
of just did not go very deep in.
Okay, look. We have to rescue this thing. Or not the thing. Excuse me. The dwarf. And the goblin is hell bent on this shiny thing on his back. So I imagine if we don't, she will still go after it.
But it's your shiny thing.
Never seen that.
It was the scale you were escorting at the very beginning.
Right, but you said we didn't know what was inside of the wagon.
Their
Yeah.
wagons. Oh, okay.
Dragon scale.
Okay.
It is true. The goblin is unpredictable. And this person, or creature, man, whatever it is, in that cage might have answers.
As a man of the Bahamut faith, and in good conscience, I have to uphold my paladin virtues. So I say we go down just a little bit further, and we can try to get an ambush. But since we have the opportunity, we can maybe get a provision strike. I'll take the lead. Tython, you can go behind and the goblin, you just do what weird goblins do.
Yeah, team. That sounds like a great plan.
Okay.
While you guys are doing this, you can move your characters up to 30 feet for this time.
It's five per square, right?
Yeah, 5 per square, so 6 squares total.
If I know we're going into battle, can I cast stuff?
Yeah, right now you can go ahead and do a quick cast.
Let's buff, yeah. Hey, goblin, do you mind going invisible just to get a preemptive strike?
Done.
Wow, she's cooperating.
Just kind of quick. Are you doing your spell first, Charles, before she does
Yeah.
that?
Let me do my spell first before she goes invisible. I guess I'll cast Bless on them.
Okay.
That's what
So right now you're concentrating on Bless. It gives both all 3 of you an extra 1d4 on your saving throws and attacks.
Okay. No, I need to roll though, right? 'Cause I
Nope.
really-
You don't have to roll anything. Not yet.
Bless you.
Attack or
It bless you.
while you guys are moving around, again, go ahead and move your up to 6 squares wherever you guys want to. The hag kind of quits moving and kind of puts the cage down once the silence is too much for her from the cage. I told you to squawk. And the bonus
Yes, but if
pokes
if
it.
I did that, it would draw way too much attention to us as we travel across this dangerous, treacherous area. I assume wherever you are taking me, you would like to get there safely?
Do you hear that, Titan?
Yep.
Let's let this play out. Goblin, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Taking you to dinner.
That is a destination, one that I would not be as much of a fan of. I'm sure there's a far more positive outcome than eating me.
Can I use my mage hand to unlock the cage?
You can try.
Can I try that now?
Yeah.
You said the giant's name was, or the thing's name was Harold, right?
She's calling the undead thing behind it Harold, yes.
Yeah, okay, that's it. Like, for example, me and Harold could put on a play for you. Far more entertaining than chewing on me.
I doubt that.
I don't. You haven't seen the other options.
You talk too much.
I know
Harold
that.
talk too much.
Ah, I see.
I'm gonna wait until my turn, and then I'll try to use mage hand to unlock the cage on the back.
Okay, what are you guys do? What are you other two doing at the moment?
Watching all this play out, this chaos. That's what I'm
Okay.
doing.
Go ahead and roll.
Oh, man.
Oh, sorry, I meant pest for that one.
Oh,
Okay, and then even with all your bonuses, you don't even need the rest of it. As far as the lock picking, that'll be high enough. It's very quiet, and Rye, you notice it's barely that the door on the cage kind of creaks open. You would have a hell of a time trying to get through there, but
I'm going to grab it quickly and prevent it from swinging open at all.
it doesn't swing open at all. It just kind of
Okay.
a slight creak.
All right, I want to make sure that it wasn't obvious that it was now an unlocked state.
Harold, break one of his legs. I'm hungry.
Let's not do that, Harold. Let's wait 1 second before we do that.
Harold moves over to the cage that she put down.
After seeing that, we immediately go ahead and, if we can,
yeah.
we'll
I
jump
think it's
in.
go time.
I'm going to guess my axis thing that's currently embedded.
No, it is not actually.
Oh, okay.
Your axe is on your back, and there's absolutely no way you can reach it whatsoever.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty much the
not
tight
in your area.
fit.
They're not really worried about you at all.
Yeah.
Halt, foul fiend.
Yo, what?
That wasn't me. Just letting you know, that was not me.
It was clearly me. What is the
Wait.
meaning of having this dwarf in this cage?
Dwarf.
In this cage, you look like you could be a dwarf, man. Like you're just one scrunched up ball of.
What kind of foul creature are you?
A hungry one.
Am I the only one gonna ask questions here?
What are
Everybody's
you
gonna stick
two
in the mud.
doing here? A lot of you recently. Out of nowhere. It was nice.
A lot of us recently where? What are you talking about?
I saw others who look kind of like you recently. Like this one in the cage.
You wanna play?
I'm gonna wave.
Just kind of came out of nowhere. Oh, he was so good.
That's enough of that.
Sounds like he was part of the caravan too.
Yeah?
It's possible. Again, with the fact that there were several other caravans and you guys were in the very end, there was one people you never talked to.
You, dwarf. Before you got captured, do you have any companions with you?
Yes, but not a dwarf.
It's like a dwarf in that cage.
How about we communicate after I get free, and then you can see not a dwarf,
That's very
And-
fair.
preferably not food or broken leg. That would be good too.
We want to speak to our friend over there. If you just let him go.
I don't think this creature has any type of willing to discuss. It already said it's hungry.
Yeah, she's not super reasonable.
At the corner of my eye, I'm peering over to the goblin.
You can still
And-
track the goblin because the goblin hid. So the way hiding works is she's not actually going invisible usually. It
Mhm.
might as well have seen that way. But if she hides in front of you, you can keep track of her because she hid in front of you guys before. You can track her, and you do see her, and she seems antsy and ready to jump. Like she might not wait on you.
He is bouncing up and down from foot to foot and waving at you and then pointing at the big thing and waving and pointing.
Shoot on a piece of wood.
So I look at her and I give her a head nod.
Okay, everybody roll initiative first. Pest got a 6.
+1. Okay.
Why does it have +6 for you, Toph?
Spot, you said the melee weapon, right?
No, it's initiative. Sorry, so just D20. So I'll just subtract 6 from that. It'll be 13 probably.
Want me to reroll?
No, I'll keep it as 13.
So if I have +1 initiative, that means I should add it to the roll, right?
Yes, you should.
Okay.
I don't think Steve does. I don't think. I don't have scare
Oh,
shield.
I'm looking. Crap. 1 second. No, I don't actually.
Okay, there we go. So it's going to start with, even though the initiative is in that order, it will start with the surprise round at the very bottom with nobody doing anything until Pest's turn. So Pest gets to have a sneak attack.
I don't see initiative at all. Joe?
It should be blank actually for you.
I'm gonna attack with my hand crossbow.
I'm trying to see real quick. You see initiative say, does it say 0 on your sheet?
I don't see the word, period.
Right below
Yeah.
armor class.
I'm gonna post in the Discord about whereabouts it should be. I have it red circled so that way you can have a little bit easier time finding it.
Thank you, sir.
Mine's 0. I'm never good at initiative.
I see it. It's right. It's huge right in my face right there. Yeah, it's 0. Sorry.
Oh, good. You get to add a D4. Remember from his plus. So just roll space D4.
Me?
No, I'll talk to Heather. Okay, so 15 total. Which one did you attack? 'Cause the beautiful lady.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, so what did you attack with?
I said my hand crossbow.
Okay, you give a nod to Pest, and she takes her shot, and it hits square in the hunch in her back, but it doesn't seem to go in very far, and the hag just barely turns to look at her.
She's thick.
So is the cage attached to a belt or just being carried by the hag?
Yeah, put it down at the moment. It was attached to the belt, but she put it down when you
Okay.
started singing. So you're on the ground. You're considered prone. You could escape from the cage on your turn,
Hey, what's
which
up?
it does go to the top of the initiative order.
What you doing?
Okay. Who's the top of the initiative order?
That's good. Have you gotten a COVID shot yet?
Looks like you.
Too young for the COVID.
Yep.
Okay.
You're up first.
So, based off of where my current positioning is, if I, due to the fact I'm in a prone position, if I were to get out of the cage at the location that I am now, would that probably trigger 2 attacks of opportunity?
Sucks,
No,
huh?
standing from prone or whatever does not. Now, because you're prone and restrained, is going to use up all your movement just to get on your feet.
Really?
Okay, that's fine.
Man, when I
Um,
stuff this thing up my nose, touch my.
Then
brain.
I am going to do that. Work on dragging myself out of the 3-foot cage,
Feel better, baby.
and then moving 5 feet as a free action,
Anything?
slightly over there.
Like I said, you used up all your movement unless you're, if you move out of their range, they will get attack opportunity and get you.
Okay,
You should
never mind
get some
then.
rest.
Am I able to, because I can't remember 5th edition, am I able to draw my weapon
Stuff and juice.
as well, or must that wait until the next turn?
And you can do that as far as your action, as far as getting out of there.
Okay. Then that is my action. I am completed.
You can attack too.
I love you too.
Oh, move action as in not full round action.
Yes, your move action is all your movement is used up just to get out, but you still have an attack action and a bonus action.
Okay, then I will do the attack action on the. You said giant or ogre?
It's an ogre zombie.
Okay, ogre zombie. I'm going to use the attack action on the ogre zombie.
Shit.
Harold.
On old Harold.
He was young actually.
On young Harold. 19 total.
You hit.
Right, so. I don't have a macro set up for the damage yet. That's not right.
Missing the roll part.
I missed the slash, I guess.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
So that would have been a 3. So yeah, you have to reroll that. That's good.
Yep.
All right, 8 damage on Harold. Whereas the hag, like, it took some damage. Harold looks like it's kind of hard to say which wounds he took from the attacking the caravan people and which wounds he just already had. So it's kind of hard to tell where he stands.
It's interesting. He decided to attack the orc over the witch, the one who's controlling it. Okay.
Which brings us to Tython.
Okay. I don't want to get close to her.
Nope. You really don't.
But she's so pretty.
Gorgeous.
Let's see here. So the spells I have on my spell sheet, what are the ones with the stars next to them? I know the check ones are the ones I have prepared.
And the star one's the ones you always have prepared. So they're both if star
Okay,
or check
gotcha.
mark is what you got.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot a guiding bolt at her.
Go ahead, roll to attack.
Nice.
So I have a +6 attack modifier.
If that's what your spell attack modifier is, yes.
And then make sure to add the 1d4.
Oh yeah, you do get to add your own 1d4.
Is that plus? Okay. D20 plus. Ah, crap. Give my sheet, Joe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me pull it out real quick. Typhon.
I'm kind of brain farting right now. I know what the spell is, but
So what are you trying to do?
I'm just rolling to attack to see if I even hit her.
Okay, yeah. Roll a d20 and add +6 to it.
That's fine.
Ooh, it's a natural 1.
Jeez. Oh wait, no, wait. Plus D4, right?
Doesn't matter because it's a natural 1. That's why it's red.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, natural ones mean you did not do so great.
The fact that it kind of when you went to throw the guiding bolt,
Yep.
the fact that it kind of leered at you kind of startled you for a moment, because you can see, like as it's talking, like a finger hanging out of its mouth,
Disgusting.
and that was enough to like, oh shit, and it went wide. Okay, that was your action. You still have movement, and you still have a bonus action. You can't really do much with your bonus action at the moment with any of your spells you have, but you can at least move if you want to.
Okay, I'll
Get behind me.
yeah, I'll get behind. I'm behind him.
All right. That brings us to Toph's turn.
Yeah, baby. All right. Accessing here, looking at the situation. I like what well, I can't call him a dwarf anymore. What is he again? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you say it.
No, it's fine. It hasn't been said yet. It looks like a tiefling.
What's a tiefling?
It's basically if you zoom in, that'll kind of give you an idea of what the character looks like. But from out of character standpoint, it's a half, I guess, full demon or full devil kind of thing.
Not really either one of those things. It's just like
Yeah.
their ancestry comes from possibly the Hells or the Abyss. Kind of hard to say. There's been talk about all different kinds of thing. You usually hear about them being a lot more like demonic looking. This one seems to have a little more. What is it? Blue gray skin
Yeah.
That's awesome.
with vines, and he has 2 pairs of horns. On the side on his head, like a devil or might. But there's like vines wrapped around them.
Wow.
And after we're done with the fight, I can do actually describe the character, so it makes it a little bit easier. But we'll wait till after the fight's over.
Yeah.
Assuming we live.
I'm going to do a throwing axe at the ogre to the back there.
Okay, roll to hit. It's a 1d20 to roll to attack first. That'll be the damage. So roll space d20.
Okay, what else?
And you'd add a. Let's see, what was it?
6.
Yeah, add +6 to hit.
So what was wrong with doing the initial 1d6 plus 6?
Because that's the damage. You don't know if you hit yet.
She says she's not feeling well.
You roll the damage after you see if you hit or not, which is what the d20 is for. And you did hit. Easily, actually.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So then we'll use that damage you rolled before, unless you want to roll again.
Can I?
Sure. It could be worse.
It's such a very nice 2, but yes, you could roll a 1. I'm not the only one that did it. Oh, it's a 1.
It did go worse.
The odds.
This game is wrecked.
All right, Harold takes another 7 points of damage. And being an undead, mindless thing, it doesn't seem to care that there's an axe embedded in it now. Which brings us to their turn.
Am I
May I kindly request, Harold, that you do not smear me into the ground.
I said I wanted a leg, Harold.
But you have a finger. You're good.
Oh,
Okay, good.
That's before the bonuses, Mark.
I know. I realized that it was just a no modifier, so that's going to be a connection.
22 to hit.
That's going to be a connection.
You suffer 11 points of damage as
I-
the club he hits just kind of crashes into you.
I hate you, Harold.
Now, you. And she turns her gaze to Pest.
But Pest has bunny slippers.
No, Slipper. One.
One singular.
Yeah, the other one's not there. We were talking, dearie. And she kind of lurches forward, and you see, so the arm, the shoulder that has the axe embedded into it, seems a little bit limp, and she doesn't actually attack with that hand. She's forced to attack with the other one. $20.
That's a hit.
Yep. You suffer 19 points of damage.
wow. Jeez.
And you see her try to move her other hand, but she kind of cringes and scowls. And you see, like energy coming off the axe in her back.
Do I recognize said axe?
You do. It's the one your caravan was doing.
Right. That's what I figured about just checking.
And you see like vines trying to come out of the wound, but it's not doing much outside of that. I'll have that slipper. And it's Pest's turn. Yeah, we did. Okay.
Okay. So, wanna.
You have to use you have to use your bonus action to disengage in order for her not to attack opportunity you, which you can do because you get that as rogue as a free.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so you get a free 30 feet of movement with disengage.
And I guess I'm gonna attack again with my hand crossbow.
Now, attacking her will not give you any sneak attack because nobody else is engaged with her.
Yeah,
Just so you know, so it's just a straight 1d6 roll.
yeah.
Okay, go ahead. That hits.
Yay!
Roll damage. She hisses again.
Is she dead?
No, she's not. She seems angry.
Damn it. Can I hide again?
That you had to use your bonus action to do that, which you used to disengage. So
Ah,
that being said, in the forest that you're in, it would be difficult terrain for someone her size.
Mm.
So it's harder for her to move in there than it is for you, and attack in there than it is for you. But that brings us up back to the top. Ra, you're up.
All right, so help me remember this because I've been trying to do a quick lookup. You get one action and one movement, right?
One action,
So-
one movement, one bonus action.
Okay, so if an ability, such as Lay on Hands as an example, mentions that it's as an action, that means no attack if I do that.
Correct.
Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and take a swing at Harold. And is it still the 5 foot no attack attack of opportunity?
Unless you move out of the range. So like
Right. So if I do that, it would be fine.
yeah, that's fun.
Okay. Then I'm going to take a 5 foot step over there and swing at Harold once more to hopefully get Revengeance.
That hits again.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and extend a first level spell and apply the Divine Smite to get bonus damage modifier on him.
Because undead, you get to add an additional D8 on top of that.
Yes.
So it's 3D8 total extra.
So let's do roll 1d12 plus that. So 17 base damage.
Yep.
And then
And Toph, that goes for you too. Any undead, when you use the Divine Smite, you get to do 3d8 damage, extra damage. But it has to be a melee attack. It can't be like your axes.
Right.
so 29 total damage.
Nice, dude.
And it still looks fairly healthy-ish. Like it's not fallen yet. It looks like you're taking chunks out of it. And unfortunately, you like the more chunks you take out of it, the more you see like the insides of it.
Yeah.
And the more you see old comrades inside of it.
Oh, Harold. No.
It's been eating our people.
All right, so that is my turn. I'm done.
That brings us to Tython.
All right, I'm kind of wary about her. Can I hit her with a ray of enfeeblement?
I don't know, can you?
Yeah.
Well, that depends if you roll a 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can certainly try.
Okay.
So actually, that one's not a save for Charles, or attack for Charles. That one's actually just a saving throw for her.
Yes.
Now, Ray Enfeeblement is a concentration spell, actually. If you do that, Bless will fall off.
Of me.
Everybody.
Everybody. Okay.
You can only have one concentration thing running at a time.
Okay. I did not know that.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's a thing that I forget about a lot.
Okay, we'll not do that because I want to keep the bless on people.
Yeah, Spiritual Weapon, which is a bonus action.
And
then you could also spare the dying or Toll the Dead at the same time.
I do have Toll the Dead. And spiritual weapon, it's not a melee attack, is it? Is it?
It's your spell attack is what it would do. So you just create it if you decided to do that.
Okay, I'll do that.
I should have thought about this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I don't have one yet. I need to make one. I forgot about it. So for right now, Meyer's picture is just where your spiritual weapon is.
Okay.
So it can attack this turn. So you'd roll you'd roll d20 and add +6 because it uses your spell attack modifier.
Okay.
Are you taking the hag or the herald?
The hag, because it seems like no matter how much damage we pump into Harold, he just keeps going. So I don't know if there's a link between her controlling Harold or what.
Sure. That hits. So you get to do 1d8 plus your wisdom modifier and damage, which I think is 4.
Yes.
Nice. So 6 points of damage, and you still have your cantrips. If you want to use Toll the Dead on her, you can do that too.
What the hell? Let's hit her again.
Because that one costs you no spell slots. That one's just
Okay.
free.
Do I still have to roll to hit again?
Nope. Toll the Dead is a roll I have to make.
Okay.
I think she makes it.
Seems pretty fine.
I gotta make sure she doesn't have a negative. She does not. No. So she kind of shrugs off the ringing sound, but the spiritual weapon is still there. What does your spiritual weapon look like? It's kind of up to you what appearance you want it to take.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that.
It doesn't have to be a weapon. You can be literally whatever you want it to be. As
It's
far
Matt's face.
as show up next time. Bam, bam.
Now I'll make it, I guess, the symbol of my god, the scales of Kellum.
Okay.
They do scaly things. I don't know.
You can also do like the preferred weapon of your deity.
Okay,
I don't know
Alright.
what Kellenvor's is.
let me see.
I think it's a great sword. That brings us to Toph. You're up.
All right.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, Tython, are you moving at all? You can stay where you are.
Staying behind my bro.
Okay.
It's a bastard sword. So that's what it looks like, and not Matt's face.
Okay. All right, Tython or Toph, you're up.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go ahead and move here, just in range. There,
Okay.
and then cast Divine Smite.
All right, roll the hit. And because you. All right, plus your other ones, and the fact that you have that.
You may want to also roll 1d4
Yeah, if you're blessed. You're still blessed, my child.
because the 11's a little low.
Well, he didn't add his +4 yet either, Mark.
Yeah,
That's what he's saying.
that way you just guarantee it.
Sorry, one more time.
Roll /1, do a /roll space 1d4.
For the blessed, for that Charles is keeping up on you.
Yeah, that goes to your attack modifier too. And
It didn't matter. The 16 plus the one he hit for the first one anyway.
oh, okay.
Okay. You get to roll 2d8.
Yep.
Because she is actually, despite the way she looks, she is not undead, actually.
Oh.
She looks like she should be.
She's a gross little thing.
But you still get to pump an extra 2d8, so you get to roll basically 3d8 plus 6.
Okay.
So that's fine. You can keep the 9. And then roll another d8 and add 6 to that one. Wait, actually, is it 6? Yeah, it is 6.
What did he choose for his level 2 weapon stance?
Damn, good. 23 damage.
Not level
Dueling.
2 yet.
Okay.
Are we?
Oh, you're level 3 currently.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I didn't start you guys at level 1. It's just too squishy.
Yeah, you have no life.
All right, she looks rough. She looks in terrible shape. Like, and she seems to be struggling with movement even more so now with all the extra wounds and the smite just kind of searing her flesh. Because undead or not, like the Bahamut can still hear you. And you almost took her limp arm. But that does bring it to their turn. Hell, do something! The hag swings at Toph. And the shield comes up, and he just kind of catches the claws off of it and holds it steady.
Nice.
And the club from Harrow tries to smash down on Rye for that leg he was ordered to do.
You suck, Harold.
You just catch it with your axe and kind of help it guide off to the side. And you see the Harrow has, of course, just a dead blank stare, but the hag looks scared suddenly. And it's going to try to move, which lets Toph get an attack opportunity if he wants one. You can try to attack, roll an attack for D20,
Yeah.
Steven. Damn, yeah, that hit. Roll your damage.
Okay. Put it on my screen now. Be +6, right?
Yeah, 1d8 plus 6. Yeah. All right, Toph. As she runs and tries to make a break for it, you kind of. How do you want to kill her?
I want to take her head.
Okay. As she turns to run and tries to kind of limp away, your shield goes out and like rams right into the back of her knee, taking her enough to the ground. And quickly, your sword just comes up, and her head comes off.
Great technique.
And she just kind of it rolls to the ground, and her mouth kind of gapes open a little bit, and you do see a little bit of what's left of a hand that she was still kind of nibbling on at the time. That being said, Harold seems still active, and is now still doing the last command given to him: bring her a leg. Which brings us to Pest's turn.
Okay. Well, seeing the big hag fall to the ground, Pest is going to now charge forward and jump on top of her body. And then I want to fire my hand crossbow at the undead ogre.
Acrobatic check to make sure you don't fall off. Because it is a very bumpy area. She's not a...
Also might be squirting blood at the moment.
Yeah, you're fine. So roll your attack. And you do get sneak attack if you hit, because Rye is within melee range. You get 2d the same roll both times. You hit. Yes, you get to roll 3d6 plus whatever your 7 I think for you, or is it 6 or 5? Okay. Harold is still standing. Harold, like, she had taken a lot of damage on from the Caravan before. She won, but she had been hit. Harold seems to be doing just fine-ish. You're still taking chunks out of it, and now it has a bolt kind of going through its neck, but doesn't seem to care. Which brings us back up to Rye.
All right, as a bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and trigger Searing Smite.
Which just uses your action, right? Technically, that's all it does.
It's just a bonus action. It just if the next melee attack I trigger in the next minute, I can fire off for additional damage.
Okay, go ahead.
Nope.
Yep, swing and a miss on that one.
Yep.
Now remember, as far as Divine Smites go, you don't actually have to pump anything into the Divine Smites until you actually see it hit or not.
Secure the crit or secure the hit. Yep.
For both you and Steven, because I forgot about that. Okay, so with a miss like that, it goes up to Tython. You're up. Now you can also move your spiritual weapon up to 20 feet and still attack with it.
Yeah, how long does it last? Like a minute?
Yeah, like a minute. It's their best.
Has it been a minute?
No, it's only been 6 seconds. A round is just 6 seconds.
That's insane.
Yeah, that spell is like their best, second level spell. It is just super good.
Okay, I move Mr. Bastard Sword.
Where do you want it? Like right here? Or...
Yeah.
Okay, roll to attack for that first.
And we can't target body parts, right? It's just...
Yeah, mostly. It's just...
Okay.
You can, but there's not really usually a need to. It makes it harder to actually physically hit.
Okay.
Unlike the hag who had thick skin, Harold is kind of just flesh and bones. You still hit.
Okay.
There's also advantage, I assume.
+4.
So what did you say, Mark?
I said there's also advantage now, if I remember right.
Not for a special weapon.
Okay, not worth flanking. It was spiritual. Okay.
Okay, so there's 9 damage.
Can I have bonus action? My Toll of the Dead on him.
You can make it that your full action if you want to, or you can even cast a first level spell, or whatever else you want to do. But if you want to just Toll Dead, Toll Dead.
I'll Toll him.
All right, for your action, Toll Dead. That's a fail. I showed up as Matt because I'm highlighting him. Okay, so you get to do the damage, which is a 1d12 because it is injured. Damn. So 18 damage total. That's a good round.
Why won't it die again?
Taking big chunks out of it, and it's actually swaying a little bit where the magic holding it together seems to be waning suddenly. Which brings us to Toph.
Is this thing not dead yet?
Not dead again yet, no.
Oh, goodness.
It's living impaired still.
I'm gonna do a simple melee attack here at one of the open wounds.
Go for it. Move a little closer, and then you can.
As far as I can go.
Ooh, natural 1. Nope.
At least I'm not the only one missing.
Actually, where would you have moved to? Because I don't see you having moved yet.
That one's dead.
Oh, that's what I meant. She's dead, right?
Yeah.
She's dead, but
I
Harold's
cut her head
not.
off. Harold's still here, so I guess there's no correlation to them two then.
It doesn't seem to be, or if there was, the magic's still standing.
Man, that is brutal.
But where'd you move to attack him from? Because if you're attacking from there, you do get advantage, so you get to roll again.
I'm gonna attack from the side.
Because then you two are flanking, so you can roll again for roll 1d20. That does hit. To roll your damage. Ooh, good hit.
Yeah.
His undead fortitude does not save him, actually. And with that hit, what's left of his stomach kind of rips open from the sword slash to the side, and it just kind of the necrotic magic holding him together just stops, and he goes limp and just falls and collapses in a heap.
Well, that was fun. I am going to proceed to head this way towards the hag to retrieve the item that I was sent after. And then I'm going to politely pick up the hag's head and shove it in the cage.
It might not fit very easily.
Well, I didn't either, did I?
That's mine.
Okay, you may keep the head then.
Thank you.
Hello, fellow adventurers. I appreciate the timely rescue.
Okay. You're welcome. First and foremost, what is your name again?
My name is Rai, and you guys would be...
I am Toph. This here is Titan, and that is the Goblin.
The Goblin.
Hey, stop.
Hmm.
She has a beautiful name.
We haven't
Pest the
quite,
Goblin.
we haven't quite discussed anything with the Goblin outside of her games, but
She's carrying the head in one hand, dragging it behind her. She goes up to Rai and holds out another hand that's bloody from picking up the head and pest spider bait.
I'm going to remove my left gauntlet and shake Pest's hand.
Now we a team.
Oh, are we a team?
I don't know about that. I had a question for you earlier before all this happened. Did you have any comrades with you? Where you came from? How did you end up here?
The answer to that is had. There may be more that exist, but as you can see from the leftovers of the hag and the ogre, most of my compatriots did not make it.
Did you come on a ship?
No,
How'd you get here?
I do not know the answer to that. One moment, I was with a caravan, and we were escorting this axe as I, show the axe to them. And the next moment, mist overtook me, and I was under assault.
Tython, do you hear this? So he didn't end up on a ship like us.
Very weird.
So now I'll give kind of a brief description of the actual character just so it makes it a little bit easier. And if you guys don't mind doing the same so that way I kind of know what you guys look like. But so the character is about 6 foot tall and is in full plate mail. The plate mail is a mixture of black and green with a number of vines and leaves adorned over it, as well as the cloak is more of a fur cloak. Then, as Joseph mentioned, the skin is more of a bluish gray with white hair, and the horns on the top of his head are white that look kind of like a birch tree with vines growing around them.
Wow. So first and foremost, you're a pretty big guy. I want to apologize for the dwarf comment. You were in a cage, though.
I do not blame you. I would
look like
probably
a wolf.
have thought the exact same thing. I don't know how I got in that cage, as I was unconscious at that time, but apparently Harold has a great skill of packing.
So I am Toph. That is my name. 6'4", very muscular paladin, athletic build. I mean, this guy is a Cadillac of a man. Very handsome.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe you're just charismatic and you know how to talk to people.
No, it's definitely the religious.
The look aspect.
His
The
last
religious-
name's Adonis.
The religious muscles, man. All that praying has just made my body great.
Made you ripped.
Rip for Jesus.
Well, I shake off the viscera from the left hand, put the glove back in, and then reach out a hand to, greet Toph as a fellow paladin.
So you are also a student of the light, huh?
I am, but I believe our paths have taken us down different avenues.
That's fine. That's still fine. The virtues alone are worth the handshake. I give you a great, hard handshake, very solid. I look you right in the eyes, and you just become best friends.
Fair enough.
Paladin bro off.
And you said the other was. I look over at the third party member.
Oh, I'm Tython. I'm a grave cleric of. God, I can't pronounce his name tonight.
Kelithor?
Kelemvor,
Oh, Kelemvor, yeah.
the god of the dead. I work with Toph here, our respective. I guess. What would it be, Joe? Like orders or?
Yeah, your different orders, your factions. You're in alignment though, because you both hate undead.
Yeah. God, I hate undead.
And it was a group effort to bring the scale from their area to travel it to the Church of Bahamut.
So I'm not as ripped or as tall. I'm about 5'10". It's this medium, sort of lean build with half plate, morning star, little shield, just shoulder length hair, little facial hair, and I have a symbol of Kelemvor around my neck. The scales being clutched by a skeletal hand.
So, if I may ask, how did two individuals, such as yourself and Toph, come to befriend Pest.
Well, she wipes her mouth where she was drinking from the blood flask again.
Oh God.
Let me tell you,
Oh Jesus!
we all met, and Pest is a great beauty. She
Mhm.
is
This is where I have a
gorgeous.
problem.
And these two over here, they were like, we need that on our team.
Participants in
And so I
the
bought him
dynamic.
shiny rocks and I shared my food with them, and
This is
we
where
were
I have a
fast friends
problem
after
with
that.
the predator label because they were willing.
Good on them for looking past your diminutive
in the
size.
dynamic.
Toph, while this war crime is going on, you he- the same warmth and the feeling you first got when you devoted yourself to the Bahamut, the Church of Bahamut. You feel that, and you feel like whispers that you can't understand, that you can't make out what's being said, but your vision goes to the scale that's still on the hag's person, and you feel it's coming from there, like that holy presence.
So I immediately dropped to my knees because that feeling alone just like transcends everything about you. It's just different type of high.
Yeah, it's powerful. It's meaningful. It's the reason.
I almost come to tears because of it.
And unfortunately, as you kind of eye it, Pest looks at it too.
Oh my gosh.
Don't lick it. Don't lick it. Don't lick it.
Don't you do it. Don't touch whatever this relic is, Goblin.
And you, like I said, you feel not only that calling, but you feel it calling to you.
I go to pick it up.
And a better closer look at it, you just kind of gave glances at it maybe before, or maybe didn't think you should. But looking at it now, it's a platinum scale, and it looks about the size of a shield mite. And when you go to pick it up, you see on one side of it, as it's kind of curved, like a handle forms, like it would be a shield.
Can I equip this?
As you go to equip it, you instantly feel the connection to it. Normally, when you have to see a magic item, you have to attune to it, which takes about an hour to do. But since you're a paladin of literally of the order of this, it's instant.
Incredible.
Seems you were chosen.
So, real quick, it will be treated as a dormant artifact. It gives you it's a +1 shield. And after a long rest, you can choose an energy type to be resistant to for that day.
Okay.
I will give you the sheet later for that, but it will take it takes the night to kind of, or it takes like about an hour after a rest to kind of attune with it when you're doing your thing, and then you get to pick which element for the day you want to be resistant to.
That's awesome.
Of the four, no, the 4 prime ones, like there's a fire, cold, acid, and lightning.
I would should suggest that you choose Pest as your elemental resistance.
So
That way you can just keep that away at all times.
that's definitely acid.
I'm going to go ahead and loot, check out Harold's body.
I'm sorry, that was definitely fire because Pest is so hot.
Oh, yes.
Gorgeous.
I'm going to check the Harold's body just to see if he has anything that might be useful.
That's mine too.
I'm gathering it for you, oh mighty goblin.
Okay. Sounds good.
It's the least I could do for, I assumed it was you who unlocked the cage?
What?
Okay, so who's checking what bodies? Because nobody's checked any bodies yet. The only thing that's been checked is the fact that the Toph is
Weaponry.
drawn to the shield.
I have the head.
I have epic loot. So I'm happy.
Let's check to see if there's anything useful on the hag besides the head that obviously Pest has already claimed, and we will not deprive her.
We're gonna eat good tonight.
No, we're not.
We're not eating that head, Goblin.
There's so much meat on it.
You will eat good tonight. The rest of us will live in penance for not being as good as you.
I need investigation and or perception checks from everybody. Whichever one's higher is one you can use.
Ooh. Nope. That's a hard no.
Good work, Charles. Goddamn Pest. And so both of Rye and Toph are kind of a little bit in their own. Rye, I'm going to send you something a little bit too for your axe.
Yep. We're both just, really focused on our deities and not anything else.
Right now, yours is also considered a dormant artifact. It does not have any pluses to it. But what it does have to it is the returning property. As in, you can throw it, and like it was before, a vine will attach to you and the item and the axe, and it can be pulled back to you. But currently in this dormant state, that's all it can do.
Is this God of War?
Yes.
Vine version. You can also use it. You can also use it to actually swing on stuff if you want to, because it's a vine that attaches to it and you. So, but that leaves us to both Charles and Pest. Pest, while you're kind of looking at the head and talking about how meaty it is and how much good eating there is on that thing, the hand inside of it, you notice an extra shiny ring on it.
That's extra.
Don't eat it.
And Toph, you notice a bag on.
You mean me?
Sorry, yes, Tython. Sorry, you notice a bag on the hag's hip that, unlike the rest of her appearance and Harold's appearance, looks new. Like probably was not hers, or if it is hers, it's just somehow not catching the grime as the rest of the stuff.
Okay. So I'll take that. Look into it.
Okay. I want to pull the hand out, take the ring off.
And you guys are watching this happen.
Then I'm gonna throw the hand at the paladins. Tell them to catch. Save it for later.
Wow.
Rye, this is extra offensive because you knew that person.
Yeah.
And they were a good person. They were.
And see, this is why I do not like this stinky, smelly goblin.
This person was a mother to children that you knew as she traveled on the road, and she was doing this to help make ends meet.
So disrespectful.
Now I'm gonna spit shine the ring.
I will have to overlook it for the sake of her being part of the band that summoned me, but I will bury the hand regardless. Or not summoned me, but rescued me.
Mm-hmm.
I look at your face expression, I see that you're pretty upset, and I'm kind of disappointed you don't say anything to her about that. I voted to kill this goblin a while ago. So, I trust your disdain.
Are you going off with the hand to bury it?
Yes.
At least he's
I'm gonna
doing
follow
that.
you.
Oh no.
Can we help you?
What you doing?
I am giving the hand a resting place. It's the least that I can do, considering the events that have transpired.
A resting place.
Yes, I would appreciate it, since you've already shown a interest in eating things, that you leave it where it is placed.
Oh, we'll leave it there. It'll rot and get good.
What is it with Pest giving the paladins a hard time? It's hilarious.
The problem is, Pest isn't trying to give Paladins a hard time, but she's so disrespectful that it should offend Paladins the most. Hey, I see you have feelings. That's stupid.
Oh, there's a worm. She picks up the worm and eats it.
All right, so inside the frickin' bag,
There's a whole thing of hands.
you see nothing. But the problem is, you literally see nothing. It's like a small pouch, like your coin purse at work.
Yeah.
But there's nothing inside of it. But you also don't see a bottom.
What? Who's looking in the back?
Me.
Python. It's like my ass. It is endless, sir.
You can shove the goblin in there and be done with it.
It'll
At
fit, or you can make it fit. I mean, it probably can't normally, but like Rye fit in a cage as a 6-foot person. You can probably stuff that in.
No.
If I stuff something in, will it have weight to it?
What are you gonna throw in there?
Good question.
Or who? But again, like think small pouch, so it's not like gonna be
Okay.
big items like your small coin purse kind of pouch.
I jokingly suggest we put the goblin in, but realize that she's our stealthy scout, so she's more use outside of the pouch.
She's got a slipper. You can take that off her.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Let's use some of these vines as a rope. She's pretty light. We can attach it to her and throw her in there, and if she gets in trouble, we can pull her out after so long.
Again, it's a small coin-ish pouch
It's a coin pouch. So.
type thing, so she'd have a hard time fitting.
Not impossible.
But you said she can fit.
With some support, absolutely. If it fits, it ships.
While they're discussing that, I'm going to go ahead and expend some of my lay on hands resources and top myself off.
Okay. So you're topped off. Pest is still like bleeding, and has like those claws scratched to her ribs.
Oh wow!
I'm okay.
Titan healed her last time. Will he do it again?
What do you think?
The silence is beautiful.
Yeah.
I healing ward her.
Let's just see where this goes.
Okay. Roll 1d4 and add 4. Ooh, cap.
Maximum healing.
I knew you liked me.
It is
Like
something
is a
to-
strong word.
Toph can heal too, but only you have done it. So you're the only one that likes her.
So
Yeah.
when
I'm a
I get
cleric.
you tonight, you're getting the biggest bowl.
Such a reward!
I'm okay with that.
And you see her eye the head.
I try not to gag.
You fail. No, this is fun.
Get yourself together, man. Get yourself together.
I have a track record. I couldn't fire off that spell because I got grossed out by hag lady eating people's hand.
It's true. Have we searched the org yet?
The ogre didn't have anything but a large tree branch for a club.
You could try putting the tree branch in there. I'm not sure if it's too big.
Oh, I forgot. There's also a rusty cage.
So
Yeah.
How far out can we see since we just got into this particular area?
around this area, you can see kind of, like I said, despite the fact that it's dark-ish because again of the heavy overcast, it's still daylight and you can see fairly well. There's the sounds of wildlife here.
So Toph and Typhoon, and of course
Tython. Think Python, but with a T.
Yeah, Tython. I saw the Toph and that. Toph and Tython, and of course Pest. Since we're all currently in a place that I assume nobody recognizes, then might I suggest for the time being we travel together until we can find some sort of a place to separate?
I've seen the way you fight, and you're already a person of the light. Yes, absolutely. I'm okay with this.
Strength in numbers.
What say you, Goblin?
Why are you doing that?
Don't worry, Pest. I'll bring my own food. You don't have to worry about sharing your glorious bounty with the rest of us.
No,
No, it's okay.
it would be my honor to
It would
serve
not be mine.
as your cook.
I would be okay without not doing that. I'll let your skills contribute your current allies.
I made a fine meal last night.
You did not. Our first night here, she gave me an apple with some type of, I don't remember what came out of it.
Worms.
Yeah. Worms don't have spikes on their heads.
It's a good thing you're a paladin.
I didn't need it. And then she had some weird meat out of her pocket, too.
It was
Pocket meat, huh?
First.
Suffice to say, no one ate pretty well last night but the goblin.
Picky.
Well, yeah, that sounds great. We'd love to have you with us. Like Tython said, strength in numbers.
Out of curiosity, are any of you three? Let me rephrase this. Let me remove the number 3 and put 2. Are any of you two, and I do not look at Pest, adept at survival?
Because I'm so great at it.
Yes, it's just inherently known that Pest is great at it.
I actually am. I set up camp last night.
Yeah, I am not.
+6 in survival.
Okay, I'm not great at it either, but for the purposes of potentially finding food here that the rest of us can eat.
Yeah, I can forage for food again, like we did last night.
Do you guys have any idea in the direction that we should be heading?
Well, considering the ocean is back towards our 12 o'clock, no, sorry, not 12 o'clock, but our 8 o'clock, it's probably best that we go south from where I'm standing and facing.
Do you have any idea where the hag was dragging you to?
That's a good question. Yeah, where'd she come from exactly?
That's what I was
orientate
gonna.
from there.
I assume that based off the map and the location, Joseph, it was to the west.
You actually have no idea. So what happened is you woke up in the forest with some of your other caravan people, similar to how they woke up on the ship. In your situation, though, you were almost ambushed immediately. And despite good fighting, things went south. You got knocked out, and you have no idea how long you've been traveling. You don't know where you came from. It was forest, similar to this, but different looking. And maybe it's just different flora. It's kind of hard to say.
Okay. Then the next thing is I'm going to go ahead and point out the tracks at the bottom, the tracks that I assume that Harold and the hag were leaving. And if anybody's capable of, tracking potentially Tython, you can check to see based off the tracks which direction they were heading. But it seems like they were overall heading, if the map is correct, that way, east. From this point, so maybe they have some kind of cave that she lives in, but I have no idea how far that would be.
Whoever is Tython, if you are skilled in survival, go ahead and roll a d20. It's good enough. You can check even the recent tracks that they just made. They actually seem to be going south. So they were dragging you south from here, just down.
Okay.
Okay.
Until they stopped moving in order to complain about the fact that the songbird wasn't singing.
So out of character, is the map accurate? Like, does that look like a road?
Yes.
Then I would say let's, I guess, follow south and follow what.
Which with his role too, like he can look over there. Like it's. I'm not gonna say it's well traveled, but Tython can see that it is traveled. Like this kind of area has been used before by carts, horses, things like that.
Then I guess if nobody has any issues, we just follow this path and let Tython lead us the best he can.
I'm okay with that. Let's just take one last scan of the area and see, make sure we don't leave anything behind.
Yeah, absolutely. Because all you did was check the bodies. So again, same thing. Perception or investigation checks, whichever one people want to do. Whichever one
I can do it, but I never succeed on these. Oh, never mind. 21.
1.
Okay. Rye, Pest, and Toph. Tython, you're kind of busy with the tracks. They're kind of looking around furthermore, but you're trying to keep your eye on the path to make sure you can guide them.
Rubbing
better.
my chin and squinting my eyes.
Never mind. Mine's a 9, Joseph. I looked at my thing. It just says 20, so I think I just typed /roll space 20 and not D20.
Oh yeah, yep, yeah, you did. So Pest.
The real number is 9.
Pest and Toph, then. You both look around. You do see some things that give you pause. That the large spider webs you see here are legit as far as on the map goes. And every once in a while, you catch a leg the size of your body, kind of skittering about.
Saying that, I'm going to start inching closer and closer to the big paladin guys.
Because somebody's last namesake was earned.
Do I see what she sees?
You do, yes. Toph and Pest both see that, like you don't see them directly, but you catch glimpses of some oversized spiders, kind of like their legs, kind of skittering about, hiding in the forest.
Yeah, I think we should move, guys. This is not. I think we may have caused too much noise, and we're attracting some unwanted guests of the 8-legged kind.
I feel like that's the worst kind, so I'm all for heading out.
Yeah. We've already been through one fight. We don't need to get ourselves into another one so soon.
Let's go.
All right, marching order. Put it on the map. Show me how you guys are marching.
I take lead just because I'm.
Okay, I'm behind him.
That.
Sword and shield up front.
I'll take the back with a little bit of a distance between me and the next person.
Okay.
That way I could hopefully not be downwind of Pest.
Okay, I need perception checks from everybody.
I already said this doesn't go well. You should just assume that I'm never going to land one. 5.
Jeez.
Fuck. So as you guys get right about. Just 1 second.
Man, it is raining hard outside.
I just noticed that. It's coming down.
You guys are right about here, and everything seems to be fine. But Pest, you're the last of your clan for a reason.
She's tasty.
That hurts.
And you see it first. Over in the corner, climbing down one of the trees. You see Tython is in front of you and Toph's in front of him. And you're the only one that currently sees it creeping down the tree slowly. And you're used to that movement. Like it's ready.
All right. The minute I see that, she's gonna start trying to squeeze her way in between Tython and Toph, like sticking as close to them as she can.
You guys get crowded quick.
Like frantically trying to get in between you two. And stick as close to one of you, like short of clinging onto your leg. Either one, it doesn't matter. She's just like panicked.
I think the goblin is afraid of something,
She even dropped the head back there, or let go of it, I should say.
or is that just how she travels with you guys?
No, she's not this skittish.
Over there, it's over there, it's over there, it's over there. Go, 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 go. It's over there, it's over there. It's a spider.
Go as in go get it, or go as in run from it?
Run. Dummies.
Pest.
Fuck.
You guys see it as it happens. As Pest is kind of clamoring and being very weird, her entire body becomes engulfed in webbing.
Oh wow.
And it keeps her from talking.
Oh, yay!
Well, that's good.
Is
Does this cocoon web also take away the smell?
yeah,
Let's
actually it
spray
does. It hides it really well.
We should
Is-
probably put her in there.
is the webbing attached to the creature, or is it just a shot of a webbing from a range like thing?
Mm.
From a range, and you see a spider kind of slowly creeping over, the size of the ogre before you fought.
Jesus, what?
I'm gonna go ahead and say that the out of character me is arachnophobic. So good luck, everybody. I'm closing my eyes.
Terrified. Oh wow. We see it, and we see that she's in the web. Are we in an action now, or is it still observation? Oh, you just rolled.
I feel like another spider just appeared on the map behind me.
Right.
Oh, God.
You see webbing shoot out at you, and you manage to dodge just in time before it sticks in to the place that you had been, a giant gulf of it.
Alternatively, considering the angle, might I suggest double wrapping pest for optimal smell reductions?
Advantage on smell reductions.
Okay. Well, now there's two.
I need initiative again. Everybody has to roll, because you can technically try to get out.
8.
Steve and Tython being beasts.
Having a good night on the rolls, man.
That's a D29.
I'm the DM, shut up.
It didn't get any better with the D19.
Okay, Spiderbait is first. You see they're closing in.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna try to free myself.
And to be fair, to Toph and Tython, and even Rye a little bit. Rye, you're over here now that you dodged it. Both of them seem to only be kind of moving towards the one that was captured. So just laying that out there as far as like, you know. But okay, so
Despite how deplorable Pest is, I cannot leave somebody who helped me to die.
Pest, you can try to make a strength check to get out of the webbing. As your whole action.
basically,
Pest is still stuck.
we can ignore that she's in webbing and attack the monsters, or get her out and have to deal with the monsters still coming.
Yep. Or a third option is you can also leave.
Question: does the webbing look sticky?
Oh yes, it's super sticky.
Okay.
Well, boys, we got some enemies. We got goblin bait. Why don't we use this to our advantage and attack?
The spiders actually go before you two do.
You broke up. Can you say that again?
Yeah.
The spiders go before you two do.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a 20 to hit. And that one misses, actually. You take another 10 points of damage. And she's down to 3 HP.
Wow.
But that is their turn. Which brings us to Tython first, because you have the +1 to Dex.
Okay, so we can either fight or run.
Yes, and she is stuck, so she wouldn't be going with you.
Well, it'd be a waste of my healing if I just left her here, so I guess we're going to fight.
Okay, roll to attack then.
Okay, I'm going to...
Wait.
What are you going to do?
Think about this for a second. How much time do we have to discuss this?
All the time in the world.
We can get out, boys. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, fine. Let's fight.
All right, Tython, you're up, man.
So is she like connected to the ground, or is it just she's attached to the webbing?
It is full body, head to toe. She is covered in it, and she's touching the ground.
So she wouldn't be able to be pulled off the ground very easily.
Not easily. She can get help to break out of it, but someone would have to help her as their whole action.
I see where you're going with that. I like it.
Okay, I guess the spider closest to us, I'll hit it with inflict wounds. It's a touch spell, melee spell.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah, you roll your spell modifier, so +6.
Did that hit?
Hang on.
How long has it been since we finished our fight, Joseph? Has it been over a minute?
I'm checking for... Yes, it has. So Bless would have fallen off by now.
Okay.
So no, it does not hit.
I meant more for my Searing Smite spell.
No, I'm talking about... Yeah, but no. I was looking for Bless so he can try to hit still, but no, it misses, man.
Shit.
All right, that brings us to Toph.
So they seem to have a hard on for her. So I'm going to give her a little bit of help. I'm going to not use my attack. I'm going to do lay on hands.
Okay, how much are you pumping into her?
15.
Oh, all of it.
Where are you moving to?
I'm still staying here.
You had to be able to touch her, so you had to move next to her in some way.
Oh, yeah. I think we can move here. Here, this should be good. Well, yeah.
Okay. All right. So.
Wait, I'm gonna move here just to help shield, almost like being a barrier, if you will.
Okay, that's good. You kind of put your shield out to kind of help distract, and you reach your hand through your. Thank God, your gauntleted, plated hand through the webbing and touch her person and dump the healing into her, and you feel way better than you were a second ago. 15 more total.
18.
All right, that brings us to Rye.
Okay. So, 2 questions. Question number 1. If I move to this location, would that be considered advantage versus that spider? Or because he did a healing instead, he's not considered in combat versus that
He
spider.
is considered in combat, so yes, it'd be advantage against that spider.
All right.
But it has to be
Just
on the rock. You have to get up there.
Yeah, that's fine. Then just give me one.
And that counts as double the movement to get up there because it's difficult terrain.
Would I be able to do here and still get it, or is that 2 off?
2 off.
Okay.
So you have to get.
Literally on the rock to
Yep.
swing. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Right now, Pest is considered in a prone position.
Yeah, she's not considered a threat to them.
Okay. So I'm going to do a 5-foot step here,
Okay.
and I'm going to do a strength check in order to either lift her up or break the cocoon completely.
All right, go ahead and roll it.
Add the strength, or is it the add the proficiency bonus?
Nope, just add your strength.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. With the failure of pulling it out, would I have at least been able to pick her up from the ground?
No, she's stuck fast.
Okay. Then my last action will be, as a bonus action, is to cast Shield of Faith on the goblin.
Okay. You get a +2 to your AC. Top of the round. Pest again. Okay. Still no.
Ah,
You try to break out of free, but you can't get out. Spider's turn. Speedy spider. Okay, one of them gets it back. The one to the north kind of rears back, and Tython oh, the webbing comes out again, and you use poor Pest's body as a shield to protect yourself. So the webbing misses you and just she's a little stickier.
She's a Turduncan.
But this one on the right kind of moves back a little bit and rears back and attacks Toph.
You're doing the divine's work.
And misses easily again. The fangs
that.
the fangs come down and that new scale shield comes out and catches it and just effortlessly deflects it, and you like no scratch left on it whatsoever. It's perfect.
I'm the Kobe Bryant of paladins.
Kobe.
Kobe. That leaves us to Tython. Now that you use the
Tython missed
goblin's
a lot.
body as a shield.
Okay, let's see what else I have left in my spell book.
You cast 3 first level spells. So you have one of those left, and you have 1 second level spell left, and you have as many Toll the Deads as you want.
Okay, so I could do another spiritual weapon.
You can.
Okay, I'm gonna summon another spiritual weapon.
All right, who are you attacking with it?
The one next to Toph. Hey, Matt.
Hey, I'm on Polo.
That was pretty good, Matt.
Oh, I'm in a meeting.
Oh, what meeting? What? Yeah. Sure, we can have Tyler do that.
All right, roll for its attack.
Yep, add a +6 to it. D20 +6. Yeah, absolutely hits. 1d8 +4 damage. All right, good. It kind of screeches loudly, not used to actually something fighting back this hard. And you can still cast your Toll of Dead if you want to.
Yeah, that's told this son of a bitch.
It fails the saving throw. Roll your D12 damage because it's also already hurt.
Feel the bell.
Damn, big hit. It is screeching loudly, like its voice kind of carrying out through the forest. It is pissed. Toph, you're up.
It's not dead yet. I'm gonna go ahead and
Nope.
attack it with just
It
a
looks
melee.
it looks close though.
It comes a long sword swing.
Go for it.
Finish him.
12 plus your... Yeah, that hits. Roll your damage. You want to kill it with your shield or your sword?
Sword.
It kind of does the whole, like, Lord of the Rings thing where it kind of rears its face back to kind of try to bite back again, and your sword just goes right into its mouth, up through its head, and it's done. It's just still.
Love it.
And just kind of slides effortlessly off you. Which brings us down to Rye.
All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and take a swing at the other one.
Roll. That hits. Roll damage.
$13.
All right. It screeches as well. Top of the round goes to Pest. It looks injured. This is the first time that one was hit.
So each round is 6 seconds.
Yep, that's it.
So
Roll a survival check too, Tython. Pest is stuck fast.
survival. Okay.
Best ain't leaving.
Before it even leaves, you notice the way the spider's kind of functioning. It starts to flee. Rye and Toph get attacks of opportunity against it as it runs. And that's a hit.
Yep. Well, we get to re-roll that.
Yeah, because it was a weapon on 1.
There we go.
So as the spider starts to move away, Rye cuts the legs off from his side underneath it. Then Toph goes on his side and cuts the legs off from that side.
Brutal.
And then we finish him off by slamming Pest into it.
Yeah, it's like like the axe cuts deep into its body and cuts it in half, and Toph just kind of uses his shield and pushes hard into the spider until its skull crushes against the rock that it was next to, and just crushes it to death. And both of you kill the spider.
Then you high five.
Weapon 5.
Cling, cling, cling.
And they're both dead.
And I guess now we can get Pest out without terrible rolls.
Yeah, you have to roll at this point with no current obstacles in your way. You slowly start to peel Pest out from underneath there. And
And the
Pest,
3 weapons.
you're having bad flashbacks because you've been in this situation before.
I'm not helping.
So two of them help you escape, and it's kind of traumatic because again, you've been in a situation before, webbed and waiting to die. But
Well,
spiders never came.
well, when the is free, no thanks to someone, her little dagger is gonna come out and she's going running for the spider, and it's just gonna be like into it, like angry. Spider bait takes no.
Spider,
I
she
don't know. I was going somewhere with that.
she
Everybody
rage,
takes their prisoners.
she rage stabs into the spider over and over and over again until it's just like a gory mess.
I feel pity for the creature.
Which one?
The goblin. She's
Ah.
seriously has some PTSD.
Well, don't forget your head trophy, your hag trophy, Pest, and we'll get moving back on the track.
She doesn't care about her hag head anymore.
Is it tainted?
She's just sad.
Let's loot the corpses, eh?
Me secretly grateful I don't have to eat the head anymore.
Do the spiders drop anything for us?
There's nothing on their bodies. They're just spiders.
Viscera.
You can look further deeper into the forest, kind of see if any of the close webbings have anything.
Can I take a spider leg?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that into the inventory.
Okay. Count down one giant spider leg.
Are there any nearby cocoons?
Not in immediate vision, but you can go deeper if you want to try to roll both survival and investigation.
Nah, I'm not that concerned with it. I don't want to get any more lost than we currently are. If somebody else wishes to, they can. I'm not a survivalist.
I'm with you.
I will wander and get lost in the woods.
I am a survivalist, but I think we just need to keep going on track and keep moving south before it gets nighttime.
It's still the morning, technically.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
You good to keep walking, Pest?
It's been a rough morning.
Yeah. How much time has passed since both battles?
Since both battles, it was like maybe 10 minutes from the two battles. That's
oh,
it.
wow.
And as far as since the beach, like 30 minutes ago, if even.
I'm gonna keep.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna keep the Shield of Faith up on Pest for the whole 10-minute duration, just in case anything else happens on the way.
So that's two back-to-back battles in the span of 10 minutes. Do we want to stop for a small reprieve, or do we want to just keep looking? Or not?
I think it's best if we keep. I think it's best if we keep moving.
Okay. Let's go.
Especially if we got attacked by some spiders here with that death cry, more could be coming to feast.
That's a good point.
Okay, then. With Tython as your lead to keep monitoring the ground and following what little tracks there are from old horses and wagons, you move on. And you're traveling on this road, kind of being cautious for a while. You see sights off in the forest. They seem to be giving you enough of a wide berth. Sometimes you think they're animals, sometimes you think they're something else, but they don't ever seem to get close enough for you to tell one way or another. And it takes about 2 hours before the forest kind of gives way to something you didn't think you'd see. A tavern. Close in the distance. Lights on. Firelight coming from some of the open windows, so you know it's not unoccupied. And even from here, a wonderful smell to Tython, Toph, and Rye of stew, and a horrid, wretched smell to Pest of somebody ruining good meat.
It's exciting.
And that's where we'll stop.
Cliffhanger.
Bum bum bum.
It's 2 hours.
That flew by. That's fun.
Good. Hopefully that's the idea.
Yeah, that's one thing that from past experiences, combat can go. Even though it's 6 seconds of in time, combat can speed up things very very quickly. Time flies when you're in combat.
And it won't always be like that, but the way I'm trying to format this is trying to combat. It obviously is a part of D&D and somewhat a big part, and I'm trying to help ease you guys into your guys' abilities.
And depending on different people, depends on what they prefer. Me, I love a good dungeon delve.
But with that said, everybody will actually reach level 4 from those encounters.
Mm.
and the encounters before. I will help everybody get to that point. Instead of doing it all myself, I'm going to try to help people get there, and it shouldn't be too bad.
Sweet.
It was awesome.
Thank you for coming.